The morning of day 2 found us at Harbor Light Inn, Gills Rock in Door County, way at the northern tip. We wanted to ride down Highway 42 over to Washington Island Ferry. Highway 42 up there is famous for its curves and through the trees. We wanted to get that done. We'd never been there before. We're a little disappointed that the fall colors were behind in Door County from what we found up in northern Wisconsin later in the day, but it was still a beautiful ride. I'm glad we did it. We left the Washington Island Ferry. We did not go over to Washington Island. We'll save that for another trip. We turned around and headed back south. It was really windy that day. Sustained winds in the 30s, gusts into the upper 40s, nearly 50. We found a few places that tried to rip, where the wind gusts tried to rip our helmets off our heads. Went over the drawbridge near Sturgeon Bay and continued on south. I knew of a little restaurant, Morning Glory, that would probably be more locals and not so much tourists, and we could grab some breakfast and take a quick break from the wind. So we continued on. From there, down around Green Bay and over this bridge at Green Bay. We must be 200 or 300 feet in the air, it seems like, maybe more, on a really windy day. I was a little concerned about wind gusts up there, so I slowed down just a little bit. I know, kind of a wind. But it was all right, and we continued on. We got through Green Bay and turned north. See what adventures awaited us up there. It was nice to be back on the 2-lane roads again after going through Green Bay. The trees, now starting to show more color, gave us some shelter from the wind. The Exxon station in Wasaki must have heard we were coming. They had their flags turned on high to welcome us. We pulled over, took a quick break, consulted our maps, and got ready to journey on. One of the rules we had in this trip was there was no reservations, no predetermined places that we had to be for the night. We wanted to do this so that if we found something to explore, we could and not have to worry about the time frame at the end of the day. We were riding along. Diane saw a sign for 12-foot falls, suggested we follow it. So we turned down a sketchy road, which we've done before. We kind of like sketchier roads. It didn't take too long for this road to even get sketchier, and we were on dirt roads and gravel roads for a while. Finally found what must have been, we thought, the last turn to go find 12-foot falls. Turns out you had to pay $5 to drive it per vehicle to drive on even a sketchier road. We decided it wasn't worth the $5 to take our bikes on what looked more like a hiking trail to us. So we figured out the closest way to pavement and headed on again. Found Highway 8 and took it back to 141 and headed north into Michigan. Thought we'd ride through Iron Mountain, Michigan and grab Highway 2 and head west back into Wisconsin. We got Michigan checked off on the state that we had ridden our motorcycles in. We were back in Wisconsin, and the fall colors were really starting to show themselves. It was a beautiful ride along some nice 2-lane roads in northern Wisconsin. Enjoy the colors with us for a few minutes. As the day was drawing to a close, we found a place to stay at Skyview Lodge and Supper Club, right on the shores of Boot Lake, a nice 30-acre lake. As the sun continued to set, right before sunset, it really lit the colors up. It was just gorgeous. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.